Yep, in the blanket. Y'all
Yeah.
right.
That's what I
May
do.
24th, 2015. I'm Dead from Cleveland. You're listening to Video Game News Radio with your host, Kevin Baird.
Goddamn, spring's almost over and summer's about to begin. Brian Baird.
And Don Anderson. I got it right that time.
No Larry this week because he's at a cookout. Cooking out.
He's asleep. They're cooking him.
Probably hot.
Bugs.
Yeah. Bearable.
Drinking.
Really bad conversation. A lot of people screaming at children. Red faces. Smiling.
People sitting in the shade.
Yeah, a lot of white teeth, and red faces.
Thanks,
Sweat, stinking, just drooling all over the fucking place. Don't care where it lands. Yeah, goddamn.
All right. Well, in our usual thing, we're going to do the top 20 titles of the week, and it's a drinking game if you want to play. You can drink whatever you want. I have some rotten old ginger ale, I guess I'll swig. And basically the rules are that if we list off something that's not a video game on the top 20 video game titles of the week, you have to drink. Usually it's like a hardware item. It's not actually a video game. So here we go. Number 20, the generic battery pack cover for the Xbox 360.
Let's start drinking.
Not a game. Everybody drink. Number 19 is Mario Kart for the Wii. Number 18 is a 30-day membership to RuneScape 3.
Woo!
It's a new gym that they just opened.
That's for listener discretion. If you want to drink on that one, you can. It's also basically a game, right? Because you can download it and use that to play it. So, Number 17, Forza 5 Game of the Year Edition.
Fuck it.
For Xbox One. Number 16, Kingdom Hearts HD 2.5 Remix for the PlayStation 3. This is what holidays do. They make people buy weird shit. Number 15, Skylanders Trap Team Chaos Trap Pack.
Jesus.
It's not a game.
Yeah, it's a trap pack.
Got to drink. All right,
On
you're
your back
drinking
with
Diet
straps.
Ginger Ale. Donnie, what are you drinking this week?
Same old.
Coke?
Red Mountain Dew.
Red Mountain Dew. You know, I drank the Arctic Blast Mountain Dew because it was for sale at the store, limited edition, because it's normally only available at Taco Bell. And I got a can of it. It was okay.
Yeah.
I was really hot. I had to work on the pool today, so. Number 14, it's a $10 PlayStation Store gift card. Not a game. Everybody drink. Brian, are you drinking this week?
Yeah, I'm drinking milk in the bottom of a bowl full of cereal that's been sitting for 2 days.
Nice.
Number 13, Dragon Age Inquisition for the Xbox One.
Still haven't finished that game. I got to almost at the end. I'm like, God, I don't fucking care.
I got it. I haven't played it, though.
It's a good game, but you got to set aside some time, man. That's a commitment. Oh shit!
Kind of into The Witcher now. Number 12, Skylanders Trap Team Undead Element, not a game pack. Drink.
Drinking.
Ugh. Number 11, Call of Duty Ghosts for the PlayStation 4. Only $18.99. Number 10, Injustice Gods Among Us Ultimate Edition for the PlayStation 4. Now only $14.99. Number 9 is the Elder Scrolls V Skyrim Legendary Edition for the PlayStation 3. Number 8 is Skylanders Trap Team Earth Element Trap. Not a game. Drink. Number 7 is Star Wars The Old Republic Amazon Star Wars Bundle Pack. Comes with 5 titles. That's a game. You do not have to drink. Number 6, Splatoon for the Wii U.
Splatoon.
Number 5 is the Ubisoft Rocksmith Real Tone Cable. Not a game. Drink.
Yeah, that's a cable.
It's like the cable that you plug into your guitar on one end, and on the other end is a USB jack. And it costs $30 for that. Number 4, Skylanders Trap Team Fling Kong character. Not a game. Drink. Number 3, Skylanders Trap Team Flipwreck character. Not a game. Drink. Number 2 is Bloodborne for the PlayStation 4. It's up 1,440%.
God
And
damn.
number 1 is
Brrr.
Amazon Basics Stereo Chat headset for the Nintendo Wii. It's up 12,910%. And it's $20.
Useless.
Don't ask me why. Ridiculous. Redonkulous. So that's your titles for the week. Don't cry. That's just how it is. So, Brian, how was your week this week?
The usual mayhem at work. I got in this week and once again couldn't find my trailer, so went back Friday and suggested to them that from 20 years ago when I was the guy who just tooled around the yard at night, putting the trailers in the back dockets. I'm like, hey, when I was there, we had to write everything down on a sheet, so that we knew where everything was. Why'd you guys start that up again so that I'm not coming in at like 2 o'clock in the morning and driving all over the fucking yard trying to find my damn trailer because there's like 5,000 trailers back there. It's dark. When I went in there, it was raining. So I'm like, how the hell am I supposed to find anything back there? Come on. And then this other guy who was the days was like, dude, don't worry about it. I'm going to go back on nights. He's like, because I'm tired of hearing about it too. I'm like, oh, okay, well, never mind then. And let me see. Did I do anything spectacular this week? I did download Resident Evil Revelations, because I wanted to try it. It's been a while since I've actually played a Resident Evil game, and because my PC is hooked up to a TV, not a monitor, it said no, we can't. It doesn't work because we're being, we don't have the technology or whatever. Just is not supported. And I didn't feel like, and I know there's a way you could like redo everything so that it does do that, but I have, number one, no idea how you do that, and number two, I really don't give a fuck.
Right.
So, yeah, I basically just said screw it, I just went, now I have it coming for the PlayStation 3, and hopefully it'll play my PlayStation 4. If not, I gotta rehook up my PlayStation 3, because I am gonna play it. Now it's a fucking quest, Went back to, what the hell am I playing? What the fuck is it? Goddamn game. Diablo 3, the second part, because I don't remember ever finishing it. So I have discovered something that if you haven't been back to play it in a while, and you've had other things going on, that when you do go back, you may not remember what's going on or how to play the game or stuff like that. So you're like, didn't I do this already? So, and I'm playing it on hard, not normal, which is, a little more interesting. That's until the Resident Evil game shows up, then that'll be the end of that shit for a while again. And other than that, man, no, I haven't done shit. I just listen to everybody talk about their plans for the weekend, which I can't enjoy, which is fine. I don't need to enjoy shit. And let's see, did I see any movies this week? I watched the unrated version of American Gangster with Denzel Washington, which was, the original was still good, but the unedited extra 18 minutes, whatever that was, I didn't even notice. The extra 18 minutes, whatever the hell that is.
You're like waiting for it. The movie's ended. You're like, so wait a minute, where were those?
Where was that? So anyway, I found, I watched that. I watched something else. I cannot fucking remember. All I did today, though, was just, like I told you earlier, I was just sitting on my dead ass and watching, like, what do you call it? Short films on YouTube. Because sometimes you can find some good ones. What the fuck? My goddamn mouse. It's like, normally you have to double click to get anything to work, but for some odd reason, it's just doing one clicks every so often, and every so often beyond that, I don't even have to click. I just like hover over it, and all of a sudden it's like, okay, it's like it's amped. What the fuck is wrong with this thing? You get an update, and they fuck you through the drive-thru, man. I swear to God. Every fucking time. I'm done. Is he even there?
Yeah, I don't know. You're
Crash
going
again.
Yeah, he's there. He's always there.
That guy. I swear.
It's his turn, so.
Yeah, we're waiting for him to get done getting killed here.
Playing Stratego or something.
All right. Johnny, how was your week?
Looks like an exciting game, Kev.
It does. It looks like Stratego almost, like sort of.
That was great, dude. I used to decimate people with Stratego.
The fucking part in the middle. It's a challenge thing. I don't know.
The fucking.
All right, just saying.
Kill you.
I got nothing for this week.
Murder?
I went to the rib cook-off on Friday
Why?
because America was playing.
Oh, for Christ's sake.
America, yeah.
Yeah.
Did they play anything from Light Day when they were on that Star Wars thing? Because that was a band, wasn't it?
Huh? Light Day. What are you talking about?
That Star Wars Christmas special.
I have no idea.
Don't make me kill you, man. Come
I
on.
watched it when I was a kid. Like, I watched that a second time. Come on.
I barely made it through the first time. The only reason I did is Princess Leia was in it, and,
Exactly. I heard Boba Fett was going to be in it, and that's why I watched it.
Yeah.
But, no, that was it. I took Sophie. Sophie's all sick.
That
What'd you do
sucks.
to her?
I blame her mom.
Well, yeah.
She made her.
Mercury poison?
Probably, because her mom had that surgery, and then she got all sick 'cause she was in the hospital. And then all of a sudden, it's like, here's Sophie for you, and she's all and puking and hacking and stuff. And it's like, great, thanks. That's
Taking everybody down with her.
got a long weekend. I mean, she's still here. She's in the shower right now.
Who, Sophie or your ex?
Sophie, not my ex. My ex, if my
Just
ex,
curious, just not trying to rock the boat. Just,
if my ex was in the shower, it'd turn into a scene from Psycho.
Yeah, right.
Her being the psycho.
Uh-huh.
So,
Sure.
yeah, so we went to the rib cook-off on Friday. We saw America. She slept on a bench. She laid on a bench. She was sick and stuff, and I'm like, okay, we don't need to go. She's like, well, I feel better. I think we can go. And I'm like,
I'm sure you did say, like, okay, I guess Daddy who never goes out.
right. It's nothing like that. It was just he was just like,
Daddy does everything for you, but I'll stay home because I love you. No, Daddy, I love you. No, you don't. No, you don't. Because if you did, you wouldn't let yourself get sick.
don't let yourself get sick, kid. Wear a mask. So,
Daddy can never have fun. Dad has no fucking fun. It's your fucking fun.
when she realized that being sick meant she had to stay home, she was like, this is boring. We got to do something. And I was like, listen, there's nothing to do. She's like, let's go to the rib cook-off. I was like, I mean, okay. I mean, I want to go, so let's go. I told her, I was like, you're going to have to walk around. You're going to have to do this. You're going to have to do that. That's cool.
That's
Okay. So we went down there. We ran into Oz and Tilner. And
She got sick again.
and then I quickly got up from the table, left my kid with them two.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. I was like, you two sit here and watch her. If she gets up and walks away, just leave her.
Clobber
You
her.
know. So we went there. She ended up laying on the bench the whole time. It was so fucking cold. And then
Every time I see pictures of the rib cook-off, it just looks like a bunch of sweating, really way too hot white friends that are
as soon as
just
the
on fire.
sun goes down, everything's hot as shit until the sun goes down. Because as soon as the sun goes down, that wind comes off the lake.
It's got to be cold.
It was like 50 degrees. I'm out there in shorts and a sweatshirt.
Well, dude, it's Cleveland, come on. It's warm up. It does not warm up in this city until the end of fucking June.
Somebody was there. I was like, why is it so freaking cold here? I was like, I don't know. We're in Cleveland and you're sitting on the lake. That might be it.
They beat you up. Like, shut up, Donnie.
Yeah. Quit being so reasonable.
Smart.
Yeah.
Bullshit.
What do you know about weather? What are you, a meteorologist? So we did that, and then what's today? Today's Sunday?
I guess.
That's right.
We didn't do
Take
nothing
off.
yesterday. We drove around yesterday. Yeah, shit's getting real around here, so I got to start working more. I don't know what's going to happen with my brother's job. I don't know if we're fucking out of business over there or not. And,
You seriously don't know? Like, I mean,
dude,
did they tell you anything? Or you just don't talk to them?
I should be working right now. Like the jobs that are going on in the mill right now are all the jobs that we do, but we're not doing them. They got some other company and they're doing them for us.
Yeah, then you're done.
Exactly. That's why I'm like, well, fuck. If they got somebody else doing the jobs we're supposed to do, well, then I'm obviously not needed. So it's kind of because right now it's summertime, it's springtime. We're supposed to be fucking hopping. You're supposed to be busy as shit. We're dead all winter, But now it's like, fuck. I guess I got to go to Cheesecake Factory.
Kiss to death.
So I start serving again, and blah blah
When
blah.
you're going to work and they have other people there doing your job, or when you go to work and you're like, hey, I want you to teach this guy. I want you to teach him everything that you do.
Right.
Like,
I've done
yeah, I'll do that, but I'm going to do it really badly. Cause
I had to do that. They made me do that before too.
I've had that happen at places I've worked at, and of course later on it's like, okay, he's taking your job, you're fired, get out.
Well, no, they told us straight up. They were like, hey, these are the guys that are going to replace you. Can you show them how to do this?
Yeah.
It's like, really? Oh, yeah, sure.
No, I don't think I can do that, man. But
Well, that's the thing is, these guys that are doing the jobs now. I went spying when I was down there, And I went looking around and seeing what they were doing, and it's like, they're doing this all wrong. But I'm not saying shit,
No.
because let them do it wrong, and then the bosses will be like, yeah, we need Anderson in here. So,
Johnny in here.
and then here I come. Da-da-da, returning hero. Hey, everybody, here I is. And, yeah, so, I mean, so I don't know what's going on. I gotta get down. My rent just got raised up by $130. I can't afford it, but yet I don't have the money to move.
Jesus.
It went up $130.
Isn't that
They
fucked up?
They don't like you at all.
Isn't that fucked up?
They do not like you.
Plus, they added a $25 utility charge because they don't charge for water or nothing like that. And I let Sophie sit in the tub for an hour. I let the shower go for hours, you know? And now they've added another fee out of that, so it's like, shit, I got to get the hell out of here. But if I go move somewhere else, I got to sign a 12-month lease, and I don't want to sign a 12-month lease somewhere else just to move to another fucking apartment because I'm
Well,
sick
there's some
of
places that charge by the hour, you know. So
Yeah, right. That'll be nothing. Me and my 9-year-old
yeah.
walking in. Hello,
No, why not? That's what what's his face did in that one movie.
Will Smith.
Yeah, that was realistic.
I didn't
Sure.
see the movie.
I didn't either. I'm just, as soon as I heard the premise, it's like, nah, I probably won't see that.
I heard he spent the day in a.
You ever had somebody that just absolutely tries to convince you of the rightness of how good this movie is? You know, like it's heartfelt and it'll change you. Like, yeah, I'm probably not gonna watch it, man. Like,
Right.
no, you really should watch. Like, I don't know
That's
if you can get it, man. I'm not doing heartfelt shit at all ever.
And
You know,
that's why I don't watch movies anymore because people are always like, "You got to see this." It's like, no, don't tell me that
I
Don't
really
tell me
don't
I gotta see
see
it.
this.
because I don't want it because I don't need to see it. That's the thing. You know, that's why I don't see movies now. Somebody, what's that? Kevin brought over Inglorious Bastards. He's like, "Here you go, watch this." And I was like, "No."
Not me.
Huh?
Me?
Yeah, I think it was you. You gave me a copy of Inglorious Bastards
I did?
a while ago.
I don't remember.
It must have been one of your good moods.
Because I
Good
was
movie.
because I think it was like around the time when I told everybody I was like, well, I haven't even seen that fucking movie. I don't even care. And you were like, well, here, came over one night. You're like, here, I brought you this because you haven't seen it, so you can watch it. And I was just like, I put it on the shelf. I was like, I'm not gonna watch it.
You're weird, man. I don't know what to tell you. It's a good movie.
Ever since.
It's fun.
Oh, I know. I will. I will eventually. Just like I'll watch Django Unchained.
It just takes too much effort to get up and put it in and play it.
Right.
I know that's all it is.
No, you know what it is? It's I'm paranoid. It's like, do I really have 2 hours to sit here and watch a movie, or should I be doing something else? I should be balancing my checkbook, or going through my bills, or cleaning my apartment. I don't do either. I end up playing video games. I end up playing.
Yeah, I do the same thing. I procrastinate like crazy. It's retarded.
And then I just end up playing.
So dumb. You know you gotta get that shit done. I mean, you know you do.
Right.
But then you're just like,
But how long would it take to do a heist? You know, how long is it going to take me to do one mission? I'll be
Right.
back. It'll be no big deal. You know.
next thing you know.
Next thing you know, it's bedtime. Like, oh shit, I forgot the kid at the park.
But
Yeah,
on your PJs.
Yeah.
All right. My week was, you know, regular work, and then I took off on Friday to get see my doctor to get my medicine changed around.
Is that the pain one, or is that the psychosis one?
It's the psychological one.
Yeah, I figured.
It makes me really hungry, so we're like
Mm.
stopping the one and then not stopping it. We're cutting the one in half and then adding in this other one. But I haven't started it yet because I get fucking I start thinking crazy shit like I'm gonna take it, my brain's gonna melt or something. So
Oh, just gotta eat it.
because I feel fine right now, so it's like I don't know if I really want to mess with it. But I will because that's what I've been prescribed. But I'm just dragging ass on it. I figure I might take it after trivia on Tuesday because I want to drink and shit on Tuesday, and I don't want any surprises where I just like start having a seizure on the floor or something and twitching.
You'd be one of that guy that had like you see in the commercials like, don't take this if you have pretty much anything that has to do with living.
Leakage.
No, I'm taking real like low.
All of a sudden,
dose
like it's that
mild
scene
stuff.
from what was that fucking vampire werewolf movie? It was just on Sci-Fi too. God damn it. Kate Beckinsale's in it.
Oh, that one.
Yeah.
Underworld.
Underworld.
I'm
Yeah.
making another one.
When the fucking he looks at the moon for the first time and his eyes start to dilate, he's like, Kevin fucking it's minutes. Oh man, he had no idea. And of course, the only person that would recognize that there was a problem would be Joe. Joe would be like, "He's fucking changing, man. Look at him. No, he's not just dude. Look." And of course, all of our friends are lazy. They wouldn't bother looking. They're like, "No, I'm not looking.
I don't want to turn my head.
No, it's way over there. I'm not looking."
You need to turn my chair around for me.
Christ. No, they wouldn't. They just close their eyes. Like, no.
They refuse, just like a movie.
The guy's turning, man. Look, no. All right, I'm getting the fuck out of here. And that would be just Joe's excuse to get the fuck out. So we go home.
You would find some way to complain about it.
Oh, yeah.
Go ahead.
All right, fuck it. Let's move on. Here's the games coming out this week. If I pronounce them wrong, then you got to drink. Tuesday we got Magicka 2.
Magicka 2.
Magicka.
Sunday and Wednesday nothing. For PC on Thursday we have Chips Challenge 2. For PlayStation Vita we have Cross Ang Rondo of Angels and Dragons TR. I don't know.
Rejected.
Downtown Neketsu
Julie Brown.
Jidai Geki.
Remember her?
Yeah. Drink on that one. Hanayaka Nari.
Oh, God.
Waga.
Stop.
Do these get released in America?
Ichizuku.
Probably not.
Kento Nostalgia. You know, on the Vita,
Those games that didn't work on your system.
it's got weird shit. Drink on that one.
Electricity.
Possession Magenta.
Good card on
That's
that.
wrong. The wrong wattage.
For the Xbox One, we got Psycho Pass Mandatory Happiness. Multi-platform Serpent in the Stoglands.
Serpent and the Rainbow.
And for Wii U, we have Splatoon.
Splatoon.
Yeah.
Friday, we have multi-platform Legend of K Anniversary. Not to be confused with Legend of Kane. Legend of K is much more effeminate. On Steam Top 10, we got Project Cars, it's number 10. Number 9, we got the Witcher Trilogy Pack. Number 8 is Cities Skylines. Number 7 is Elite Dangerous. Number 6 is Galactic Civilizations 3. Number 5 is Dying Light. Number 4 is Counter-Strike Global Offensive. Number 3 is The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt Game plus Expansion Pass. Number 2 is Grand Theft Auto 5. And number 1 is The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt. Okay. Moving on to our news of the week.
I guess the chair kicked out from under Donnie's feet, and now he's just hanging.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was in the tub.
We should put a rope around your neck and start to pull really hard. That is funny. Ah!
Yeah, that's what it sounds like. That's pretty funny. All right, here's the news this week.
Mm-hmm.
Half-Life 3 has been confirmed on the NES.
Hooray.
Yeah.
No, I'm kidding. That's just bullshit.
Yes.
Man says we burned his house down. And
We
Xbox
did?
360 seems to have survived the fire. And there's a picture of the melted Wii, and it says firefighters have said that the gaming console likely caused the fire.
Oh, I thought you meant we as in like us.
No. That would be weird. Fire investigators in Colorado Springs think that a
Not
Wii
too
console is the likely cause of a fire inside an RV home this week. Local NBC News channel KOAA5 reports. The homeowner, Trevor Pellengren, told KOAA5 that he was not at home when the fire started.
Uh-huh.
Pellegrin said that the fire also had nothing to do with the Wii wires and that it started inside of the actual console.
Oh, yeah.
Probably where he spilled his beer. A spokesman for the Colorado Springs Fire Department told
It
Channel
smelled
5
like
that
weed
all
in that
other
place.
possible sources of ignition were ruled out. The fire melted Pellegrin's TV, his Wii, and some of his clothes, and while his roof suffered extensive smoke damage, it seems his home survived the incident.
It's an RV.
In the comments section to the Channel 5 website, Pellegrin says that he got in touch with a Nintendo representative, but that he was located in the United Kingdom, so he was redirected to Nintendo of America.
Helps.
Which means that they totally failed to return his call.
Which means they directed him from the United Kingdom to America, and then a Pakistani person answered it.
Yeah.
He was just like, wait a minute, I thought they put me to America.
Totally out of warranty. At best, they're going to send him a new Wii. The Oculus founder, Palmer Luckey, has been sued by ex-VR employer for breach of contract.
Not so lucky.
Palmer Luckey and Oculus VR have been hit with a new lawsuit alleging that the co-founder of the virtual reality firm breached a confidentiality agreement with a former employer, which was developing its own VR technology.
Of course.
The suit filed by Total Recall Technologies in California. I've never been to Mars. This week,
Riker, you bastard.
accuses Luckey of taking. I mean, the name of the company is Total Recall Technologies. I mean, I wouldn't even want to go in there. You know what I mean?
You know how long it takes them to do things, don't you? 2 weeks.
You go in there, you sit in that chair, they strap you down.
Jesus Christ.
Although
Look
young
at
Sharon
pee.
Stone could come
Yeah.
out. Accuses Luckey of taking confidential information he learned while under contract and using it to develop his own device, the Oculus Rift. According to the suit, TRT contracted Luckey to develop a head-mounted display in 2011 and signed an agreement to keep details of that work confidential. Through 2012, TRT provided Luckey with feedback in order to improve the design of the display, the suit says. Quote, without informing Total Recall Technologies, Luckey took the information he learned from the partnership, as well as the prototype that he built for the TRT using design features and other confidential information and material supplied by the partnership, and pass it off to others as his own, the suit says. Total Recall is seeking unspecified damages from Luckey and Oculus VR. Last year, Oculus VR was sued by Bethesda Softworks parent company ZeniMax Media, accusing Luckey of misappropriating trade secrets. Oculus launched a crowdfunding campaign for the Rift in August 2012, raising $2.4 million from more than 9,000 backers. Facebook purchased Oculus in 2014 for $2 billion. That's quite a profit they made.
$2 billion.
The company plans to release the consumer version of its VR headset in the first quarter of 2016. A representative for Oculus VR declined to comment on the suit.
No surprise there.
Google patents Devil Toy, which will brainwash kids.
Awesome.
What else?
A Google patent uncovered by tech law firm SmartUp seems to describe a toy that will look at and talk to your kids.
Oh boy.
Then update a
Worship the
remote
devil, you
media
little bastard.
device, depending on the child's feedback. The inventor of the evil robot, this is on the registered UK. The inventor of the evil robot is named as Richard Wayne Duvall, whose job title is, quote, Director of Rapid Evaluation and Mad Science at Google X. He is described as working, quote, in a secret Google lab that may or may not be filled with roving robots, space elevators, and talking refrigerators, end quote. Spookily named Duvall has been oddly quiet on Twitter since beginning work at Google almost 4 years ago. The abstract for the patent explicitly describes an anthropomorphic device, perhaps in the form factor of a doll or toy, may be configured to control one or more media devices upon reception of a detection of a social cue, such as movement and or spoken word or phrase. The anthropomorphic device may aim its gaze at the source of the social cue. In response to receiving a voice command, I'm just going to call it the doll. The doll device may interpret the voice command and map it to a media device command. Then, the doll device may transmit the media device command to a media device, instructing the media device to change state. The patent suggests other forms the demon doll could assume in order to lull your child into a false sense of security, bizarrely noting it could take the form of a dragon or an alien. Young children might find these forms to be attractive, it says. However, Individuals of all ages may find interacting with these doll devices to be more natural than interacting with traditional types of user interfaces. A patent filed earlier this year has raised ridiculous concerns that Google may be building a robot army. These robots may be loaded with distinct personalities, which alarmists claim are designed to raise the youth of humanity once Google's AI destroys all adults. Google has now responded to the registrar's inquiry about the integration of these distinct areas of research at the time of publication, which we have stressed is to suppress such unnecessary tinfoil hattery.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
And from Game Industry Biz, Rockstar is suing the BBC. Rockstar Games has filed a suit against the BBC over a new movie the broadcaster is producing. According to GameSpot, the publisher is alleging that Game Changer, a 90-minute docudrama about the real-life stories behind the Grand Theft Auto franchise, infringes on its trademarks.
Mm-hmm.
While holders of the trademarks are referenced in the film title and its promotion, Rockstar Games has... Rockstar said. Our goal is to ensure that our trademarks are not misused in the BBC's pursuit of an unofficial depiction of purported events related to Rockstar Games. We have attempted multiple times to resolve this matter with the BBC without any meaningful resolution. It is our obligation to protect our intellectual property, and unfortunately this case litigation was necessary. The film was based largely on Jacked, the outlaw story of Grand Theft Auto, by David Kushner. Released in 2012, the book covers the story from Rockstar co-founder Sam and Dan Houser's first steps into gaming up through the feud with activist lawyer Jack Thompson, which reached its fever pitch with the hot coffee scandal that followed the release of Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. Daniel Radcliffe, the Harry Potter film's Kill Your Darlings, plays Sam Houser in the film, with Bill Paxton from Titanic and Aliens playing the part of Thompson.
Uh-huh.
Well, that's it for the news before Brian falls asleep. And we'll move on to the emails. This week, 3 emails. If you want to write into the show, you can write into whatever you want at
Because you can.
VideoGameNews.com.
It's America.
If you want to write into buttholes at VideoGameNews.com, we'll read your email on the air. Doesn't matter what it is. Mole Man, write to Mole Man at VideoGameNews.com. We'll read your email on the air.
We'll read your shit and we'll like it.
The first one is from Leon.
Leon.
He wrote
the
to
barbarian.
show at VideoGameNews.com. He says, this is a question for Kevin mostly, but
Kevin.
the other guys can chime in too.
The barbarian.
We will, even if he didn't want us to.
You know, shit.
While more and more media like movies, TV shows, and games seem to be moving towards digital streaming,
Oh, I'm out.
there is still a percentage of people who prefer to own physical media, myself included. The problem with physical media seems to be that optical drives are becoming obsolete. Do you think something like USB flash drives could somehow be a successor to optical media, where you just plug it into the USB port on a computer or game console, and it recognizes it as a game or movie or whatever?
Sure.
I read an article that there was a Redbox-like movie service somewhere that rented out special flash drives with movies pre-installed on them, and they would play as if a DVD was inserted into a computer. Ooh, I think this sounds pretty cool. With flash drives breaching 128 gigabytes, I feel like this could be a real contender for replacing Blu-ray discs. What do you think about that being a possibility? Also, what are your thoughts on USB Type-C?
Yes.
Well, first of all, it's probably likely that this is the last generation of discs containing games. It's possible, due to public outcry, that the next consoles will contain discs, but everything is moving away from it. There's a lot of consoles that aren't, next-gen consoles, but, like the Android consoles that have come out, and your phone, that you play games on, and obviously Steam on the PC. It's basically made buying a boxed PC game, almost extinct. consoles are going to follow the same way because, I mean, basically they don't want you to have them to sell as a rented, as a game, and they don't want to have it so you can go rent a game. So they want to just take that away from you. And
taking your stuff that you like.
Unfortunately, a lot of people are buying their games online because they don't want to wait for the mail. They think, you know what, I want to play this game. It's here. It's online. I'm just going to pay the $60. I'm going to download it. I'm going to play it. And they don't give a shit about reselling the game.
Fuck you, we're doing it.
Games. They just download it and play it. And if that behavior doesn't stop, then that's what's going to happen. I mean, that's just basically what's going to happen. But that said, a lot of the game companies do make a fairly good buck on the limited edition titles that come out. They include the plastic figurine and the map and some photos of what happened behind the scenes, and they charge you $150. And a lot of people go out and buy that stuff. So I think for now, they'll keep offering stuff like that. In terms of putting it all on a flash drive, probably not. I mean, I think what they'll do is they'll still let you buy all that crap, but they'll just give you a code, kind of like what they do with Steam games, and then you'll just go online and put the code in and get the game. I think that's just inevitable. It's just going to go that way. One way or the other. They might include a media drive, but then they'll just offer some games only online, and eventually you'll just have to buy them. That could happen with this generation. But right now, I think that there's still some technological problems with doing that. I mean, games are large. They take up a lot of hard drive space, so it's easier to keep them on disk. Memory card right now, it's still too expensive versus the cost of a disc. I mean, when you're talking $1, if you sell 1 million copies, that's $1 million. And so they're going to go with the cheapest format they can get. The cheapest, of course, is to just let you download it and store it on whatever medium you have. But in light of that, if they were going to go between disk and memory card, they're going to go disk because it's just cheaper. But eventually, disk goes away. I think USB Type-C is great. I think it's amazing. I don't use it yet, but I like the idea of having this cable that I always get the USB cable upside down, trying to stick it in the fucking thing, and I can never figure out which side is the right side. So USB Type-C is going to solve that. I think it's dumb what Apple did by only including one port on their laptop. But if you look beyond that, on a normal PC, high speed and all that, it's great. Most people don't even use USB 3 yet, though. I mean, realistically, USB 3 is there. Most people don't, have any USB 3 devices and don't really use it. I do, but I'm just saying most people don't. So eventually people will adapt to USB Type-C, but because it's not a compatible format, there'll be some lack of use for a while until more and more people adopt it. So. Do you guys want to chime in? Do you have anything you want to chime in about that?
What day is it? Where?
No.
Huh?
You bastard. Sleep. Proxy Cell writes into enlarge your tiny penis today at videogamenews.com.
Mm-hmm.
And he says, I was thinking about making the pilgrimage to see you guys during this fall Cinema Wasteland.
Don't.
Who would I see? What is there to do in town?
Who's this?
Proxy.
Warm away, man. Come on, don't do
say
this.
swim in the river. We can see the smoke from here in Toronto.
You would burn in the river.
Obviously, there's tons of shit to do in Cleveland, if that's what you want to do.
Listen, don't lie to the guy. Come on.
Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Oh, my God.
Science Center.
There's tons of restaurants and
Metro Parks.
Things to see.
You come and hang out with me.
Just get in your car and then drive west for about an hour and a half and go to Cedar Point.
Right.
And
or just drive
back to Cleveland. Go to the Science Center. Visit the Walter Mather steamship.
Drive a half hour east.
Walter Matthau steamship.
Walter Mather.
Oh.
Walter Matthau.
That's probably not even right though. Walter Matthau's probably better.
Right.
That'd be great.
Giant
There's
free
stuff to do, but I mean, you got to go online and look and see what your interests are. Cleveland. Search around, see what's going on. There's lots of stuff downtown to check out. In terms of Cinema Wasteland, probably all be there.
We're not going to remember you being there, though, because it's that kind of a thing.
It's
Depends on
the
what
shows
time.
vary and the craziness varies.
Right.
Depends on who's there.
That's true. Sometimes you go and it's like it's always good, but some are better than others.
Yeah, if Blackie's there, then it's crazy.
Oh yeah.
If Blackie's not there, it's a little bit more tame.
Yeah. And yet more fun.
Yeah.
Well, last time there was kids there. That was really weird.
They kept reaching out from under the table and freaking me out.
That's fucking funny.
Thought they were zombies.
I don't mind kids, but like when I'm drinking, it's weird.
If there's a theme, let's put it this way: if there's a theme, then
Yeah.
it'll probably be crazier than normal. But if there's like no theme and people are just showing up, you're gonna walk into a hotel room.
Full of dudes.
There's gonna
It's
be
very hard to have a theme because Oz doesn't like very much.
And they're going to pull off your pants.
unless you like grow a mustache or wear a Hawaiian shirt,
I mean, yeah.
you know. But yeah, you walk in the room, there'll be Oz in the corner, Brian in the other corner, or no, Brian will be sitting on a bed.
Yeah, I was sitting in the bed. I just saw myself do that. I'm like, God, I'm all sitting. And I thought about it,
You
like, well,
get
yeah.
more out of it if you actually want to buy and see some of the celebrities that are at the show itself.
Yeah, that would probably be more interesting than seeing us.
Yeah.
No doubt.
'Cause we're just going to drink. It would be like hanging out with us at a bar, basically.
You're gonna walk into a room full of strangers,
Yeah.
and you're gonna get drunk, and people are just gonna fuck.
But
with
we're
you.
not going to hang out with you the whole time. Eventually, you're going to notice that we keep giving you to somebody else.
Right.
And we just disappear.
Well, we hang out with anybody that's in the room because the room's full fucking small anyway. I mean, if you're in the room, that's fine.
Right.
But unless you're like one of those people that gets like real dumb when you're drunk.
And we
Yeah,
don't.
We can't have that chief at all.
Yeah, you'll get thrown. Bill. Oh no! Don't fucking piss anybody off.
Yeah. You get all
Just don't rip
stupid.
off Blackie's patches off his jean vest, because
You might just get beat up.
you'll cry.
Probably won't, though. I mean,
You won't, but the chance is there if you just
There's a chance. There's always a chance.
because you don't know who's going to be in the room. You never know who's going to be there. You know.
and it's kind of like you can talk, but then somebody keeps turning the radio up.
Really fucking loud.
You're just, like,
There'll be a lot of air guitar.
talking to somebody.
Yeah, if Blackie's there, the radio's going to be fucking unbelievably loud.
Yeah.
The police will show up.
Yeah, until you
It's
stop
so
singing.
dumb because you're sitting right next to somebody and you're screaming your fucking fool head off.
Right.
And they can't hear you.
Everybody will be air guitaring and air drumming. There'll be a
Yeah.
lot of sing-alongs.
And because
Yeah.
you're new, you'll have to.
They'll all look
It's
at
like
you.
Fight Club. If this is your first time, you have to air guitar.
Right. They'll be like, "What do you mean you don't know?"
Yeah.
You know.
You don't know who the fucking guitar player backup was for Kiss 1983 tour,
Right.
just in case somebody fell off the stage and broke their foot.
What do you mean you don't know A Horse with No Name by America? Get
Word for word.
get out of here.
Yeah.
I didn't know how to work an iPod, and I almost got thrown out.
Yeah, well.
And I've known these guys for 30 years.
Pressing buttons. You were pressing buttons with a 1,000-yard stare in your face.
I didn't know what to do. I never worked one of them
You
things
don't
before.
touch it. That's what you do. You don't touch it.
I didn't try to. Oz told me to do it. He was like, "Go pick a song." I was
You
like,
know
"Oh."
better than to listen to that guy. Come on.
I told him. I told him to his face. I go, "I don't know how to work this thing." He goes, "Just pick a song." I'm like, "I don't know how to." What do you mean you don't know how to? He didn't believe me. He was like, "Oh, what do you mean you don't know how to? Just do it." And I ended up hitting a button. It changed the song to something. Everybody in the room got pissed. I was like, "What?" I was like, "Oh man."
Oops.
Then I pulled out my flip phone, and everybody was like, "What is that?"
Flip
I don't know
phone.
what-
Wait, no flip phone. That was fucking funny.
Right? It's always a good time. Carpet grabbing your feet.
And there's like, then there's like people, somebody will pass you the Everclear and Cleveland whiskey, and
Somebody will
Brian
make.
brought absinthe last time.
I brought what?
Absinthe.
Oh, yeah, that was a bad fucking idea.
Does
God,
it taste
Jesus.
like pine tar?
It was like drinking somebody else's bad breath. That's how fucking bad that shit was.
What it is it's like, what it comes down to is that if you want to drink, this
Right.
is where you go.
Right.
Like,
Because it's going on.
Old school kind of drinking, where you just gave up. You don't care
Yeah.
if you're dead. If you don't care if you're dead by morning, then you're in perfect company. But the thing is, there's a good chance they'll still be alive because they haven't died yet. You, on the other hand, well, I don't know. You might hold your own. I'm not saying you couldn't. I'm just saying, it's not for the faint of heart. That's for goddamn sure.
You'll be drinking, and then somebody will be like, "We're gonna go to the pool," and you'll be like, "What?"
And
we're
then
going swimming, and you're like, "All right, we're not gonna do that."
And then somebody comes and they have to save you.
I've seen them guys throw plants and trees into pools, tables, chairs.
I heard about the plant. That's the fucking best.
That was in
the pool turned brown.
It fell straight to the bottom. All the dirt's coming out of it. It was disgusting. But here's the thing. Listen, if you're going to come to this thing, you need to make sure that you have a room to sleep in. Not, hey, can I come sleep in your room? Because if you fall asleep, you will be messed with. You will be.
Oh, yeah.
Because you're nobody knows you, nobody cares. Everybody's
it depends on when you fall asleep.
Well, that too. I mean, but you're not gonna. It doesn't matter. Even if you fall asleep, somebody walks in the room. Look at this dude. Who's this dude? I don't know.
Well, if you're like eggs and you go and pee in the corner and then collapse, nobody's really gonna find.
Which was funny because he and I had that conversation before about people that get so fucking wasted, and they end up just pissing on the fucking. There he goes. I tried waking him up. I'm like, I'm not gonna touch him. That's basically just asking for it. So I'm like, yeah, I'm just let him have his fun. I'll just break his balls. And then I wrote it down on my phone. I'm like, Eggs peed in my corner. And he's like, dude, what the fuck? The next day, and I'm like, I just didn't want to forget.
Right.
He's
or
like,
if you're Larry and you're all curled up in bed moaning about Cindy and that one.
Yeah, God. The worst.
There's another time where he was like, I feel fine. Oh, my stomach, I gotta go. I'll get one more drink. I'm okay. Let me open this beer. And then he opens the beer, and then he's like, oh, my stomach. You're like, what is going on? Like, are you in there? Are you out? You up? You down?
He doesn't know.
He didn't know.
That poor guy.
Poor guy.
Hilarious. Most of the time, though, it's of all the stories we're telling you, most of the time it's just a loud radio and a bunch of people just sitting down drinking.
Yeah, and as the night goes on, my face slowly and surely getting more and more angry for no real reason. But it's because everybody's in my room, and I want them to leave so I can take a nap.
Right. And that's why he sits on the bed so nobody farts on the place that he sleeps.
Yeah. Last time Blackie was there, I'm like, hey, Blackie. He's like, what? I'm like, that's where I sleep. He's like, yeah, I know. What about it? I'm like, look out for the wet spot.
Or you could be like Sam and get kicked out.
Right.
Because you're so drunk you light up a cigarette and the fucking...
Even if you just make it to the lobby, like if you make it into the crowd...
Pretty trashed.
I mean, there's that crowd right in front of the door.
Yeah.
And then, like, in the lobby itself and the bar there, I mean, that in itself is a party.
Yeah.
It is.
I'm always so scared to walk through that. I'm always afraid somebody's going to shiv me or something or shank me.
Yeah, it's like a prison.
It's a lot of people
are fucking
everybody's wearing black. Like, everybody's wearing black.
It's a flock of crows.
Except when Amber shows up, she wears fucking pink.
Pink.
She's fucking...
Right.
She's Amber and what the fuck.
Right.
But everybody else is in black.
Yeah, but she's like the only chick that can wear pink, and if everybody gives her shit, she tears them to pieces. It's kind of funny that way.
Yeah. Well, no, I don't deny her skills at
talking.
Yeah, but instead of a wasteland, you don't come in fucking pink. Unless it's blood or something. I don't know.
Most people don't go there in Hawaiian shirts.
She came as the Mothman last time or something, didn't she?
Well, the one time she came like a showgirl or something. I don't know what she was. I don't know.
Right.
I haven't talked to her in a while, so some weird posts on Facebook. Strangeness going on with her, I think.
Yes.
Moving or something. I don't know. Anyway.
Right.
Let's move on. We got one more. Noble writes in too. You have an attacker at videogamenews.com. Says, hey folks, Noble here. Quick question tonight since I'm on my way to a movie. What is your favorite 8-bit game? Mine would have to be the Double Dragon series. The music and the fighting went together perfectly. That was a fun game. Tomorrowland, here I come, Noble. P.S. Larry, I didn't spoil the movie. I just meant they didn't use Quicksilver enough. Well, Larry's not here, and he probably won't listen to this, so.
Haha. And I said something too. See, I know nobody hears me.
My favorite 8-bit game was probably Archon on the Commodore 64. Played that more than I played anything. So yeah, I'll go with Archon. You guys?
Is that what we're talking about? 8-bit?
I actually don't think I played a lot of 8-bit.
8-bit is NES, Commodore 64.
Yeah, I
Atari
didn't have. I had the Jaguar. I don't know what that's 8-bit or not. When then it would be all.
Jaguar. You didn't have a Jaguar.
Not a Jaguar. I'm sorry. The
You had a Genesis.
Genesis. That's it. Yeah. So I guess it'd be Altered Beast because it came with it.
That was a 16-bit system, but all right.
I kind of thought it was. That's why I'm like, I don't think I actually ever did any 8-bit, man. Not till like a lot later, and I couldn't say I actually had a favorite.
All them times that me and your brother were playing video games on the computers, you never.
Road Rash.
Road Rash is 32-bit.
Yeah.
All right. I'm just
Computer.
throwing out names.
First generation 32-bit.
Summer Games and Montezuma's Revenge and Metal Gear. Like the Metal Gear Solid on Nintendo was Nintendo 8-bit.
The NES was 8-bit.
Yeah. That Metal Gear Solid game on that one, or the Metal Gear.
You like that one? Really?
No, not Metal Gear. What was it called? Oh no, I can't remember the name. Bionic Commando. There it was.
Bionic. Yeah, it's totally a different game. I didn't even think it was Metal Gear for the NES, but I was just letting you go with it.
No, because they did have one. They had Metal Gear for the NES. It wasn't Metal Gear Solid, but it was Metal Gear, and it was top down. It was terrible.
I know what you're talking about.
That one was terrible.
You're talking like Metal Slug, though, or something. But
No,
all right.
no, there's a Metal Gear.
All right, man.
Yeah,
I don't care.
I owned it.
It's cool. I don't know.
I owned it.
Yep, I believe you. I don't know. I didn't have an NES. I don't know. I have one now, but I didn't have one back in the day.
Super Tecmo Bowl on the NES would be mine, I think. I played that so much.
Yeah. Yeah.
That'd be mine, Tecmo Bowl.
Yeah.
Yeah,
These
okay.
games weren't very good.
4th and Inches.
They were around for a long fucking time, but most of them were total garbage.
Comic strip game on the Commodore 64.
Oh, yeah. The comics.
The comic.
Accolade.
Yeah.
That was a crazy game.
It was a good time.
All right. So that's it. You guys got any shout-outs or anything here?
Nope.
Tuesday night, 11 o'clock, Tumbling with Tumbleweed. I might as well start promoting this sometime. It's only been 5 years. I might as well start saying something.
It's a good show. If anybody wants to subscribe to Tumbling with Tumbleweed, just put in your RSS, blogtalkradio.com/tumble/podcast.
What'd you say?
Get the VGN one instead.
Yeah.
Don't tell me that on VGN.
Yeah. Or you can get it on iTunes. Just look up.
I've been doing a lot of Twitch lately. I'm playing The Witcher 3. I'm playing Diablo. I figured out, and I set up a camera on my PlayStation 4 as well. So I'm on Twitch a lot. You can look on the, you can subscribe to this Twitch channel, VGN Radio, to get notifications. You can also check out the Facebook page at www.videogamenews.com, and you'll see Twitch. Jedi and I might also play some games on Twitch together. Not really sure if that's going to happen because he has to have the same games I have, but he said he wanted to do it. So you know, you can jump on there, you can watch me play, you can comment, you can talk to me, I'll talk back to you, whatever. I also just talk nonsense about everything that's going on in the world, so it's kind of like a weird oblast while you're watching me fight dumb monsters in games. So check it out.
I got a question for you.
Yeah, I'm listening.
Do you do that live?
Yes.
Okay. And then you put a camera, like, you have a camera at the TV?
No, it's like what we're doing right now.
Okay.
Because we're doing it on Twitch, so it's like this, and I'm playing the game. So it's almost like doing VGN, but then at the same time, the PlayStation 4, possibly the Xbox One, I haven't investigated it, but the PlayStation 4 has built in this technology, sort of, does the same thing.
Well, because I'm thinking it's like I'll play some Grand Theft Auto and give you the video if you want to put it up, but I didn't know if it was live or if it was like something. Because I play with Jedi sometimes, Grand Theft Auto, or other listeners of the show, and I was like, well, if you just put a camera on the outside, and I can do that. But you got it.
Yeah, I mean, all you got it. But you have no, I don't do that.
Yeah, no, I got you. It's all good.
If you had a PlayStation 4, which you don't have, then you could stream up, but.
Oh, I see.
It doesn't do it on the PlayStation 3. So
I see. So it just does it from there. I got you. Okay.
Yeah, it's built into the thing. And I think the Xbox One also does something like it, but the PlayStation has a microchip in it that does it natively. So I don't know the difference because I haven't explored the Xbox One solution for that. But anyway,
got it.
I'm twitching all the time. You know, if I was playing a game that you could play, then you could join in. But, you know, right now, I'm not playing any PlayStation 3 games that you have, so
Nobody is.
maybe eventually. But whatever. All right, that's it for the show. I got to switch screens here for a second.
Switch your screen.
And we'll be back next week with more, with Larry. We'll mock him.
Woo!
That's it. Thanks, everybody, for listening. VideoGameNews.com. Good night.
See ya.